Not gonna lie, I lied to you. That's right. This, I said, was Milo. And it's not. It's Milo. So put some respect on his name. Also, I would just like to point out, he is our Paralympics mascot. This is his tail. Look at how cute he is. Look at him. Are you kidding? Let's get this podcast started. Benvenuti a Quelle Vere. Almost. How'd I do? I don't know. I got a thumbs up. That, of course, means welcome, real ones, in Italian. We think. Yes? Sure. I'm back for part 2 of our Winter Olympics spectacular of Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original, and I'm here once again in studio in Milan with YouTube and NBC at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. I'm your host, Kylie Kelsey. The best dish I've had since being in Milan is definitely Parmigiana, which is not what the Americans think, okay? It's this lovely, thinly sliced eggplant with a little bit of tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. Maybe some Parmigiana in there? Who knows? It was freaking delicious. They could have put a shoe in there and I would have eaten it. That shit was phenomenal. And also, spaghetti arrabbiata. Oh, I got a nod for that. Okay. I'd eat that every day of my life. My favorite experience from this trip so far has to be watching the women's ice hockey final when they won gold in overtime in person. That was bananas. God, it was so good. And our most feral child, that's right, Benny Boo Boo Bear. She's turning 3 years old tomorrow. Amazing. So happy birthday to Benny. And I wonder how 3's gonna go. We'll all find out together. But for now, time to lock back in on the Olympics action. Coming up on today's Winter Olympics Spectacular Part 2, I'm going to talk about all our experiences at the Winter Olympics, including last night's insane win of the women's gold medal ice hockey game. Then in Doomscroll the Week, a reporter fucked around. And skier Eileen Gu let him find out. And we love that. I can't wait to show that clip. After that, I'm going to be joined by not 1, not 2, but 3 Team USA greats. Fresh off of her gold medal run in slalom, icon Mikaela Shiffrin, and figure skating royalty Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski. Yep, you guessed it. I'm not sure how I ended up in this chair, but we get to talk to all of them. Stick around. But before we get to all of that, let's start off with the real one comment of the week. Christopher Boyd, 331, said, Kylie, we see you turning around at the U.S. women's gold medal game. Awesome. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're just tuning in for the Olympics content. I have a habit of being superstitious. I can't help myself. Part of the reason why I stole one of those lovely pieces of wood the other day was because sometimes you have to knock on it and sometimes you have to sit backwards in your seat at a stadium. I don't make the rules. I just manifest them in my head and think that I'm helping. I turned around, I believe it was during the second period. And I want to be clear. This is partially a running joke and partially me answering my superstitious anxiety thoughts, okay? So I know that the reason the U.S. women's hockey team succeeded was because they've trained their whole lives for this. But also, it did start going uphill in the second period. So, I'm not saying that Jason also put his hat on. I just think that there was like a lot of things that changed, including them taking control of the momentum of the game and throwing the puck a little bit less and moving as a unit. You know, there were things that happened on the ice and there were things that happened off the ice. And we did what we could do. This was definitely one of the best sporting events I've ever been to. It was, I mean, here's the deal. I've said it about the Eagles so many times at this point that I would love to go into something and just experience stress-free fandom. But apparently that's not the life I was meant to live, because this was difficult and also fucking thrilling. It was incredible. And these women fought so hard. We have a clip here of our whole team freaking out after the game-winning goal. Let's see it. You'll see me have to like unfold myself. Yep. That I don't know. We should slow-mo me getting stuck on my own legs. I tried my best not to pee a little or cry a little. I tried my best. I can't tell you whether or not I was successful, but I tried my hardest and I loved every second of it. And this is what we came for. Congrats to Team USA. Big shout out to Cleveland Heights best athlete, gold medalist, Layla Edwards. What a great way to start the day of people seeing, not gonna lie, Layla Edwards, and finishing the day with a gold medal around her neck. Okay, a few days ago, we called this segment Places Kylie Has Some Business Being, with the more insanely cool things I get to do here in Milan, like see our hockey team win a gold medal. The more I realize it's gotta go back to no business. Guys, who are we kidding? I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're doing cool shit. And that's what matters. In addition to men's and women's hockey, we also got to see 2 skating events. Both times I got to ask questions to the most qualified experts. First was figure skating with Nathan Chen sitting directly behind us. Jason was asking questions, and genuinely by the end of the short programs that we watched, Jason was calling what was and was not correct. And that's why it just goes to show you he's good at everything. It kind of, it's a pain in my ass. I said it. He's sitting right over there. I said it basically to his face. He's good at everything. It makes me mad. And then we got to talk about speed skating with Apolo Ohno, which again, if you're gonna quiz people or try and learn about what you're watching, go to the greats, okay? Nathan Chen, Apolo Ohno, what's happening? I'm saying these words out loud, and I'm still not really believing them. All right, that's it for Places Kylie Has No Business Being. Next on Doomscroll of the Week, Winter Olympics Edition, Part 2. First up, 5-time Olympic medal winning skier Eileen Gu was asked what I gently call, this is the nicest way I could say that, an absurd question at the podium. And I feel it's my duty as someone with a series called Fuck Around and Find Out to share her response. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
Also, do you see these as 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. I think that's an answer in and of itself. How do I say this? Winning a medal at the Olympics is a life-changing experience for every athlete. Doing it 5 times is exponentially harder because every medal is equally hard for me, but everybody else's expectations rise, right? And so the 2 medals lost situation, to be quite frank with you, I think is kind of a ridiculous perspective to take. I'm showcasing my best skiing. I'm doing things that quite literally have never been done before, and so I think that is more than good enough. But thank you.
Okay, let me just break this down real quick. First of all, I hope he feels how far into his mouth he put his foot. Second, I cannot emphasize enough that her laughter at the beginning of this was him finding out. And I love that she laughed in his face. He deserved that. He did. It was a bad choice by him, and she let him feel it. Third, I think that her saying thank you at the end of it was the biggest fuck you that she could have said. She said thank you. She meant go fuck yourself. And I love that so much. I love that so much. And if we can't keep me, we're keeping me saying go fuck yourself. She said it, not me. I love this. Eileen, you nailed this. Congratulations, Eileen, on both handling this situation and your medals. Well done. You're welcome on the podcast anytime, by the way, if you want to help other people who might need to find out when they fuck around. So whenever you want. Next scroll is Team USA snowboarder Hannah Norman, who gave us an insider look at how you get to the top of the Olympics big air jump. And when I say you, I most definitely do not mean me. You'll see why. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
A lot of people wanted to know how we got to the top of the big air drop-in. So I'm here to answer it. I walked past it the other day, and there's those two elevators that I just panned to, and they just go all the way up to the top. I think the structure is something like 150 feet tall.
I didn't even need to know that,
little scaffolding elevators. And then I don't have a video, but once you're at the top, it's sort of just like this big flat platform that we hang out until we drop.
Until we drop. I'm sorry. What? There's not an amount of money in this world. The idea of going up that high is one thing. To do it in an elevator that you can see out of, another thing. To do it in an elevator that you can see out of, to go up that high with so little built of a structure, I'm out. And you know what? You know what never fails? That's right, the comment section. So you should get your ass in there because we got Ginger Scorpio saying, bro, why did I think you were just at the top of a big mountain? That's, yes. I feel like we're seeing the backside of a Broadway set. You know what I mean? Just, I'm good. It ruins the magic, really. Crystal White said, honey bunches of nope. And Molly said, I define this sport as a second born activity. We love a little birth order joke around here. You know that. Queen Emma wants to know, do you think Ellie would be your most willing to try some of these more daring winter sports? Do you think? I think it might be Benny.
I think right now, they all go through like their own phases of like being like more adventurous. Like recently Wyatt's actually been like she was jumping on the beanbag from the couch over, and I was like, yeah. And I was kind of like, this is like an accident waiting to happen, but at the same time, like, yeah. Just
let me see how it ends.
No, I was just, I want her to get out of her shell. So it's like, you know what? She hits her head on the cabinet. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
I will say, I think that if you were going to give each of our kids, if you could see into the future, crystal ball this shit, and they ended up being winter sport athletes.
Yeah.
What sport do you think they would each do?
I feel like Wyatt would do figure skating.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, she likes to like dance. But Benny likes to do that too. Benny is very like performative. Like whenever we do like the little fashion shows with the dresses.
Oh yeah.
She like really works it.
She does.
She can play to a crowd very well. Benny.
She does.
So I think Benny would be figure skater.
I think Wyatt would be figure skating.
They probably would both be figure skating.
I think Ellie would be snowboarding of some kind.
I can see that for sure. She's a little bit like marches to her own beat type.
Yeah. And she's like a little more tomboyish.
I agree. Yep.
Jury's still out on Finney.
What else? I can see Wyatt doing like, she's a very like cooperative person. So I can see her doing like a team sport. Mm-hmm. Like a hockey or.
I don't think she would want to hit people. Ellie might do hockey.
Good point. Ellie
would want to hit people.
Good point.
Ellie would be calm until she wasn't. And then good luck.
Meanwhile, as a bobsledder.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for Doomscroll, the Week Winter Olympics edition. Hopefully we get to bring this segment back in exactly 4 years. Now, once again, it's time for the reason I'm here. The reason the real ones are tuning in, our incredible guests, starting with Team USA's slalom skiing gold medal winner, Mikaela Shiffrin. Thanks again to our friends at YouTube and NBC. She's the 3-time Olympic gold medalist, fresh off of her record-breaking slalom victory in Cortina. She has the most Olympic gold medals of any U.S. alpine skier in history. And some would say, some including me, she's the greatest American skier ever. She has a hit podcast called What's the Point? And fun fact, she's once offered to teach me how to ski. It's Mikaela Shiffrin. Welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
That did happen. Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Our team got you a bowl of gummy bears just in case you felt the need. Do you want to tell people about this?
About the sour gummy bears. Is it okay if I actually have one?
No, they're yours. They literally just put them in the bowl. Nobody else has touched them.
Nobody like sneezed on them.
No, my husband did. Oh, I'm a germaphobe. That would have been, I would have called it.
Okay,
and my husband, I actually told him he wasn't allowed to touch them.
I was eyeing them pretty hard.
Would you like one?
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, here, let's just share these. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
What's the best color here?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. I think orange is pretty good.
Each, yeah.
I'll just feed them to you.
Grab one of each.
Grab one of each.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like one?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the sour gummies, it's like I guess it's a hack for anxiety that.
Yeah, sour candy.
Now I'm eating sour gummies. I got to put this down. Okay.
No, I'll tell while you chew. Okay. Studies have shown that anxiety can be managed in like minor situations.
Yeah.
With sour candy.
Yes.
That it shocks.
Well, like sour things. Like
yes.
in theory, if you bite into a lemon, there's like these external factors that help like sort of, it's like parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system stuff. That gets a little scientific. But anyway, I've been eating sour gummies at the start and I do not like sour things. Like bad. But these are tolerable.
Just enough.
These are just enough.
Just enough.
Tolerable.
I love that. Now, I saw the clip where you accidentally, we'll call it accidentally, said the F word on TV. Allegedly. I just want to be clear again. You can say whatever the fuck you want on here. I just need to clarify that so that we have it all out. But I'm very proud of you for that because I do love that your reaction to dropping an F-bomb was then to say, oh shit. Because why not manage...
I was like spiraling.
No. Why not manage an expletive with another expletive?
Yeah, well, the next one.
I mean, take your pick.
I'm like, mother, no, we can't do that. We can't go there.
You said espresso martinis. Were you still feeling the espresso martinis?
No,
we were just.
So I have never had one. Now I have. I had not ever had one.
What a lovely place to have one.
Yeah, it was. Everybody had been raving about the espresso martinis where we were like having dinners and. I'd never had one and I haven't been drinking for probably the last 2 years, like not a sip. So
this is explaining a lot.
So over the course of the evening after the slalom race, I probably had a total of just one.
Sure.
But everybody on our team, we had this like celebration toast and everybody on our team was there and like the, donors and sponsors and all of these partners and like they were all handing me espresso martini. I was like double fisting espresso martinis. Mm-hmm. And I don't think, and then they're like, make sure to pace yourself because this will hit hard. I'm like, I haven't eaten all day. I haven't had a drink in like 2 years.
Yes.
I'm like,
you're in the mountains.
I'm in the mountains. I had to make a speech. So I like downed a glass of champagne, which is the worst ever. It tastes like wet dog. Like champagne is... Do you like champagne?
That's so accurate.
It's gross. When you got sprayed with champagne, then you're like, everything I have smells like, and like if you spray a winter hat with champagne, you will never get that smell out of your system. And you will never like champagne again.
That's so accurate. It's like slightly sour.
Yeah.
Wet dog.
And like rancid. And so, but that's what everybody wants to toast with. So we were toasting with champagne. I'm like, I got to make a speech. I haven't thought about this. So I'm like, down the champagne. And I'm like, we're in it now. And then somebody hands me my mom actually handed me an espresso martini.
That's women supporting women.
Thanks, Mom. Mom's fault. And then
does Mom also have a mouth? Does Mom use expletives?
To be honest, I've actually been a really bad influence on her. She would not have. And I was like, the first thing that I actually thought when this happened, what went through my mind and the reason I said shit was like, my aunts are going to come after me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no, when my mom sees this, what's she going to say? But honestly, we've gotten to the point, I read somewhere like 2 weeks ago that swearing helps you live longer. It's like a release of energy.
Did you know it's a marker
of intelligence?
You read that one too.
I read that one.
People sent that one
to me in the last 24 hours.
People tag me in the comments. Now, not many people realize this, but this conversation is actually years in the making.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come back to that because I don't want to bury the lead. You won.
Won it.
You won.
Yeah. It was a lottery.
You did. You actually said, I won. I fucking won. This right here is the lottery and I won. Oh, and I got a medal too.
Yeah. And that's there. That's where that is.
Yes, it is.
Here it is.
I would just like to say that when Mikaela walked in, she put her backpack down and then flung the medal out and said, do you want this out here? Do you want it out here?
Each day I'm like testing it a little bit more to see if it breaks.
I've seen a lot.
You've seen a lot of disconnected medals from
couple.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't broken yet.
We spoke to Breezy about it the other day.
Yeah.
And apparently Alyssa's didn't last long either.
Well, she jumps a lot.
It's funny because Breezy said that that's when hers broke.
Yeah, everybody.
She was
I was
jumping.
purposefully not jumping.
Don't jump.
I didn't, or if I jumped, I held it.
Okay.
But then I'm like a little bit sad because mine didn't break. But
maybe you need to jump.
Maybe I need to jump. I guess we could probably do it real quick, just like make it happen.
We'll do like a celebration jump at the end of this. We'll see if we get it to go.
Maybe they engineered mine properly.
Now, 48 hours ago, you won gold in slalom. Your first gold in 8 years. First in slalom in 12 years. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh, it's been a whirlwind. After my first gold, after Sochi, I had no idea. I did not know what to anticipate. And I was 18 years old and I was like, it's a ski race. Guys, it's going to be fine. I was also sick for the slalom. I had a cold. So I was like totally delirious, just out of it. Like, give me the Advil and the Tylenol and I'll go do my race and it'll be fine. And then after that, it was just like 72 hours straight of, I don't even know. I get like, kind of where I am a little bit right now, but I know what to expect. But it's different, 12 years in the making after my first gold medal. And then South Korea was my next Olympics and I got 2 medals there. But it was also, I sort of started to get a grasp of maybe the darker side of the Olympics, where even though I won a gold in giant slalom, I didn't win a medal in the slalom. And that was like, it became this really bittersweet thing. And because the slalom was the last or the event I was supposed to win, it came after the GS. People just sort of like brushed the GS under the rug a little bit, which was really intriguing for me. I was like, you guys know I just won a medal, but I was seeing all these comments like, don't come home, you're not welcome in the US anymore. And this was the first time I was thinking, I saw the dark side of it. Like, there's a reaction no matter what you do. And like, people don't only tune into the Olympics, they tune into your sport every 4 years, but they'll literally only tune into the event that they think there's a medal contender in. So they have no idea what happened in other, and I get it too, because I'm like, I have not been able to keep up with everything that's gone on here, but it was just interesting. So then I went to Beijing and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much pressure but there's also like, it's COVID and it's crazy and we're doing testing every day and we're wearing masks and we're isolated from each other, eating dinner. And it was such an out of body experience in Beijing. And then I saw like a very intense side of the Olympics, that a very, high expectation side of it. So now we're here and I'm like, are we sure? Is this real?
Does it feel a little dreamlike?
A little dreamlike, yeah.
Okay.
That was a long explanation.
No, it's for real. You did that. Again.
Are we sure?
I'm certain. You have it right there. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. How does this newest gold rank amongst the 3?
I don't think I can rank them really. I think they're just so totally different. Like my Olympic experiences have been so wildly different. Now it's 4 and I'm really aware right now of all of the work that's gone into not the medal, but the work that's gone into showing up on race day and being able to like show up with the mentality and the skiing that I wanted to do. And that it was like, there's just been so much in the making. And that started obviously what you can be like, oh, it started 30 years ago, whatever. But also even this summertime, the amount of conversations I had with my psychologist talking about all the different feelings surrounding the Olympics and like desensitizing to the word and imagining the vibe, imagining the colors. And even like 2 summers ago, I was in Paris. And one of the reasons to go to Paris was to be able to see this like Olympic look and to sort of desensitize to it. And it's been so much, work with my team and like communication, and it's been a really great growth experience. But you spend so much time doing all of this work and training for something, and then like the moment it happens is 47 seconds or like in the blink of an eye, and it's just really weird.
It's so cool to think about your team, all the work you're talking about that leads up to it, and the idea of obviously not ranking your medals, not picking this one, but the idea that like you've done so much to prepare for this moment.
Yeah.
And you executed. So like regardless of the medal, you did what you came to do.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
That's so
and
amazing.
I feel like we've been hearing that from a lot of athletes this games, like even Alysa competing, and those who maybe didn't win a medal when there was some expectation around that. It's like a lot of athletes are prioritizing being happy in life. And I've been getting that message. And maybe that's just because like my algorithm is putting this out there to me, because that's what I'm looking for too. But I feel like there's a shift in the sports environment to be like, first and foremost, you must be happy in life. Like Breezy, you were talking to her. We were talking about this. She kept sending me these messages. It's going to sound a little bit blunt, but there's like a lead up to it, but we don't have time for that. So she's like, if you're not happy without a medal, you won't be happy with a medal, ... because happiness comes from cats. And it's like, honestly,
perfect.
Maybe not for your family, but
we'll like fill in whatever you want into cats, right?
Yeah. And it was like, that's just this metaphor for like, there's just so much life outside of the sport, but we do so much of our life. It's all geared towards the sport. And it's even like, I haven't been drinking for 2 years because every time I have a glass of anything, I get sick. And I'm like, I can't afford to be sick,
right? Literally ever. So
we're just going to not have any alcohol. Like, we're going to drink electrolytes, man.
Yeah.
It's just all the dedication for sure. And you've probably heard it a billion times. So people are maybe sick of that. But it is this cliche concept. And I don't know. I'm really appreciative of this now, especially like this would not mean as much without Beijing, but it's also, I don't think it would have happened without Beijing. Like what I went through in Beijing after my dad passing, what I went through with my mom there, and then, in the years following that it was just such a catalyst for immense growth in my life. And I don't think I would have been in the position to actually show up and execute the skiing properly here without that.
Without the whole journey.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to be open about your mental health? Because it's something that you've already touched on here today, but obviously the journey that you've taken and that you've continued to talk about, I think is really important, not only for athletes, but also for just everyone to hear that. I think athletes are in our society, viewed as some of like the strongest people, both physically and mentally. Mm-hmm. To be outspoken about discussing your mental health and well-being is a way of saying like you acknowledge it and you allow other people to fall into that idea of it's okay to talk about it and it's not perfect and it's not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
Why is it so important for you to make sure that messaging is out there?
I feel like with athletes in particular, there has been, and this is kind of shifting, but there's not a way that it's supposed to be. Like you show up as an athlete and there will be points in your career where you feel really confident, and there's going to be points in your career where you go through a lot of struggle, and it's all part of it, right? But I feel like there's been such a like aura around sports. It's like you are supposed to be fearless. You're supposed to like dive into the unknown and challenges without questioning it at all. And I've just, over the course of my career, I've pretty much always questioned everything. I'm really uncertain most of the time. And it's so uncomfortable. But then it's like when an athlete faces a moment where they're uncertain, then it's really uncomfortable and they don't know what to do with that. And then it's like you get these really high highs and these really low lows, and you think that you're supposed to be a certain way in order to achieve something great. And I feel like it's important to show to people and to like elaborate that there's not really one way anything's supposed to go. But for me personally, like verbally processing, talking with a psychologist, that has made my life so immensely better. And it's helped my communication in relationships. I've become so much more clear and sort of confident in action, maybe not in my like feeling within myself, but the way that I'm able to say no or say yes or set boundaries or just like know what my own limits are and to express that to other people, and relationships within my family, relationships outside of my family, like within my team, that has gotten so much better because of like expressing what's going on in my head and in my heart. So I feel that it's really important. And we talk about mental health, and there's just so many different layers of that. You know, not everybody, you don't have to have a clinical diagnosis to experience like what's going on in your head and your heart. That's just a real thing that people have because we've got brains and
we're human.
And we're human and we got hearts. Yeah. I hope. I would hope. Haven't met one without one yet.
Now, I always love to make sure that anyone that I speak to that's advocating for something that makes it easier for our girls, we have 4 girls, to navigate life, that I thank you in person. So I thank you for all of the things that you're talking about because you're going to make me cry. Don't look at me like that.
You don't cry.
No, don't do it. It'll be a chain reaction. Don't do it.
No.
I always like to make sure that people who are having those conversations, people who are being transparent and allowing people in that way, who make it an easier world to navigate for our kids growing up, especially young women, that is such an important thing to talk about. that is like what you're doing, where you're like, oh, I hope that someone, but people are. Oh. And I want you to know that.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Oh. In addition to the mental strength, you've done so much physically to prepare. We'll take it in a lighter note now. We've all seen the video of your back abs. What's happening?
Yeah, so tough.
Strong. This is like,
yes.
You're joking.
I wish. No, my mom saw that. I was like, Mom, look at my back.
You don't wish. That's fucking impressive.
When your mom tells you look like you have an alien coming out of your back, it's not really
She was kidding.
She was not
kidding. She told me earlier she was kidding.
Multiple people said the same thing. And they did not discuss it with each other.
If you have not seen this video, it's unbelievably impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. So skiing is a sport that's like very, it's very quad and back dominant. Mm-hmm. So that's part of it, right? But also we were going through this, my physical therapist has noticed this when we're like talking on the table, and if I chuckle or laugh, my back muscles would do this. And she'd be like, the way the lighting was in this room, she's like, oh, I have to take a video. And then I saw it, I was like, this is gonna go viral.
Do you have any other secret abs? Do you have like quad abs or like forearm abs? Like are you just like smuggling abs all over your body? Yes. No. She's just strong. She can't help it. Leave her alone.
I can like,
it's impressive.
I can like activate my quads really fast.
Of course you can. Because you're an Olympic gold medalist. It's fine.
I don't have abs everywhere.
Only on her back.
More abs. It's only on my back, and I wish it was on my front. But you gotta just pick one or the other. Oh my God.
So I mentioned it at the top, but this conversation has been years in the making because my husband originally told the now. Are we calling it famous? Okay, famous story of my first time skiing on the other podcast back in 2023.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I remember when this, and you guys are like, yeah, there's this skier girl. She could teach you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
okay, so very important that we get some clarity on this. The other podcast tweeted out the clip of the story, and you quoted it with, I might know someone who could teach Kylie.
Yes.
So let's start here.
Okay. Yep.
To clarify, you did mean yourself, right? You weren't like offering me up to one of your coaches?
Yeah. No. Well, actually, my mom would probably be better at teaching you. Okay. So my mom is like my first coach, but she's also still my coach, one of my coaches. She's a better teacher. Like she'll have you at like my brother and I joke that she can teach you how to ski World Cup ski racing in like a single run down the slope. Like she'll have you feeling confident. I would like probably take a little bit joy in watching you fall, just like a little bit.
Great news. I fall a lot.
Like just, but not like, I don't want you to get hurt, obviously.
No. But I have a fat ass to fall on. We're fine. We're fine.
I don't know if I would get you very far. She would get you farther, but I would definitely.
We'd have fun doing it.
We'd have fun doing that.
Okay, maybe we'll bring mom. Just in case.
An espresso martini.
And an espresso martini.
For the bottom.
for the après.
Yes.
Does this offer still stand?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to do this.
Yes.
Okay, and you're bringing mom.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. She'll make sure that you're actually
Where are we
going
to go skiing? I will say, I did ask Breezy if she could give me some pointers too. So maybe we just
do a group.
Squad.
It's better in a group. Perfect. I think. And people say like no friends on a powder day, but I just think the more friends, the better. I don't think I've ever skied alone in my life. So let's bring a group.
On a powder day.
On a powder day. Oh, when there's lots of snow and it's fluffy.
Great.
So like a powder day of skiing. So let's get Breezy out there. Let's get a bunch of us.
Let's do it. I will pizza my whole way down.
No, you won't. I'm telling you, my mom will have you in French fries so fast.
You should see me first.
Not the French fries here, because those are like chunky, but like normal French fries, like
just good like straight French fries.
Nice, good, long, straight French fries.
I really think you should get eyes on this before we start getting ideas.
I am telling you, I've seen her do it. She will go up to strangers on the mountain who seem like they're struggling and falling every turn, and she will like take 5 minutes, give them pointers, and by the end of the run, they're carving. I kid you not.
Carving is doing well.
Carving is when you are like sliding the skis is when you're like pushing your tails out and you're sort of slowing yourself down and you're creating friction with the snow. And carving is when you're basically like, if you think of railroad tracks, we say railroad tracks in the snow where you see your skis are like creating these nice clean divots in the snow. That's carving, which is good.
Okay.
Carving is good.
And we'll do a little serpentine down.
Yeah. And you'll be able to control your speed.
Great.
You'll know how to stop. And
Let's
you'll know
do
how
that.
to. Yeah. No,
I feel good about this.
You're going to love it.
Okay. We're going.
Yes.
I tried snowboarding and fell on my ass multiple times. But like I said, I was fine. And I just feel more confident with independent feet.
Why am I snorting? I think that's so weird.
Independent feet feels better.
Do you do any water sports?
No. Oh, I get it. Okay, because I said winter sport dumb. Turns out I'm water sport dumb too, so don't go there.
Okay, so all kinds of water.
I'm like,
do you rollerblade or skateboard or scooter? Have you scootered? You know, like as a 5-year-old? What have you done?
Field hockey, and I am
definitely independent feet.
Let me tell you.
Field hockey is so okay.
Let me tell you.
Also, my mom played field hockey. Oh, you're gonna be such a skier.
This is so perfect.
Sorry, I'm hooking you up with my mom. I will be there. I'll just be like such a good cheerleader.
I believe in you.
You're doing so well. Oh my gosh.
I do sports that are on a field.
Yeah. So independent leg
team
movement.
sports.
Yes.
On a field.
That's really impressive.
Honestly, the idea that you go out there and you're independently like, I'm going to go down this mountain. I'm going to fuck shit up on the way. Scary. And I'm going to win. And you do it by, like, it's up to you. And I know you keep referencing your team and I know like behind the scenes and all of that. But like the idea of.
The start can be a lonely place.
Competing independently is like a whole nother beast because when you play team sports and you get to go out there on a field together, and if one person makes a mistake, like I always coach up my goalies.
Yeah.
When they get down on themselves about letting something in, I'm like, it got through 10 people to get to you.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like the team mentality.
Yes.
It's like that. It's like contagious play can be both bad or good. You hope it's good. But like that's what team sports are.
It's funny because I think the mentality is like usually in the course of my career, when I've performed or I've skied the best, it's when I actually take that same kind of team mentality, like with my coaches and with the staff that I feel. And in the slalom race here, I felt them with me. I really, really did. Like that was crazy. And when I felt alone, that's usually when things go a little bit awry. So it's funny how it works. Like you do all this work together, and yes, in ski racing, we're standing in the start alone. Kind of. Actually, my physical therapist and ski technicians, they're right there too. But you're facing
it's
forward.
You in the mountain.
You in the mountain. And in the slalom race, I had seen the girl before me. She had DNF'd. And she was standing. It was like in the first DNF did not finish.
Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry. No, that I don't know. That's really annoying. Like I'm being really annoying.
No, you're not at all. It's I should know at least some of these.
You shouldn't know.
I should be able to get to do not finish.
No. There's no reason why you should know that.
I should probably be able to get there though. Context clues.
I can't figure out any acronyms that anybody says these days. Okay. I can't figure anything out. So you shouldn't know that.
I should have let you go and then done context clues. Go ahead. Winter sport dump. Here we are.
She did not finish.
Yep, she didn't.
But she went out of the course in somewhere in the first two gates, which is like on top of everything else, we're gonna ski this whole course and we're looking at the whole mountain and we got to just kind of put all of that together and somehow get to the finish. Not somehow. I mean, I do this every day, but still, it's like sometimes it feels a little bit miraculous to make it to the end of the course. And she had gone out in the first gate. I was like, oh, on top of everything else, I like can't fuck up the first gate. Also,
sure.
Don't forget the start, like we got to do the doing.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Don't forget the start as well. It can feel kind of isolating, but I think the mentality is like when you feel the work you've done with everybody surrounding you and that village that has actually helped you get there. And when I feel really open to that, then that's usually when my best skiing comes out.
And when you are going, is there a point where you can you feel it? Like I asked Breezy a similar question of like, do you feel it? Like, is there a moment where you're like, oh, this just feels like the flow is good or that you feel fully connected? Or like, is there a point where you're like, oh, this is going well? Or is it just the whole way you're just like, do it, do it, do it, do it?
Oh gosh, that is actually such a good question. I think it's kind of both. It is like you never know how it's going to turn out while you're skiing. But I have like, particularly in slalom right now, I have a level of skiing. There's like sort of two categories. And one is like very fast skiing on par with all the best in the world. Can win, might not. And then there's a level that I've felt this season in particular, and that's even evolved from other years, where like if I have these couple key pieces, I think it's the fastest slalom skiing that exists right now. Doing that is just really, really hard. And it requires so much, like in these two runs of the slalom here, I felt like there were probably 4 different points on the course where I was not going to make the next gate. Like I wasn't going to be able to finish the course. And I felt so on the limit, not really like disastrous, but just, if you talk about Beijing where I DNF'd multiple times, and that's not something
she did not finish.
Yeah,
so just
since the people,
because I know what I'm talking about.
So we created we gave the definition, and now we're using it in context. So this is the likely
I just want to let the listeners know because I know, but you might not know.
Oh my god. I was just I don't know. You know how close you are to sort of not finishing. And like, there's glory, there's a triumph, there's the most amazing success. And then right 3 centimeters to the other side is like disaster and critical headlines and all of and heartbreak and all of the other sides of it. And I guess that's maybe sport as a whole. There's some way to relate that to every single sport. But it is just like, you need to be willing to risk that it's not going to work out in order to have a shot for it working out.
That's so bad. Now, I'd love to do a segment with you that we do pretty much every episode. It's called Doomscroll of the Week. It's basically, I like to scroll when I get in bed and my children are asleep.
I have a gift for you. This was supposed to be in the beginning.
Oh, is it a goat?
Yeah.
Because you're the goat? I want to take it out of the package so that we can see it. We'll get a tight shot of it at the end, but I want to make sure that it's a goat because she's a goat. Makes sense. Okay, so Doomscroll of the Week is because I love to doomscroll at night. I enjoy it because when I put my kids to bed, that's how I turn my brain off. And so
I feel like none of your doom scrolling is actually doom scrolling though.
Well, I'll just all day.
Totally.
Yeah. You know, if you doom scroll hard enough, you can actually watch whole episodes of shows on TikTok.
I have done that.
Okay. I feel like we might TikTok the same way.
Oh, well,
do you go in the comments?
So I don't actually have TikTok on my phone.
Oh.
But
do you do it on Instagram? Okay,
yes.
Well, I will tell you, TikTok comments.
Oh.
I will tell you they give like kind of like Reddit vibes where like Reddit is unmatched in the comments on threads. So just if you ever have, all that free time you have,
go into the comments,
please.
As long as it's not about yourself.
No, don't do that. That would be ridiculous. We don't do that around here.
But we love doing about others.
Oh yeah.
The best.
Let me tell you, I love a comment section. Which brings us to our first doom scroll.
Yes.
This is Doomscroll Mikaela Shiffrin edition. The first Doomscroll here is actually a tweet that went viral as of literally yesterday.
Oh, fun.
Apparently people on the internet think we look alike. That
is such a compliment.
You are holding up the American flag and it says where she belongs, the Winter Olympics. It's a photo of you winning your gold medal. And the person said, I thought Kylie Kelsey was having another adventure for a second. And I've never been more flattered.
Well, same. But should we ask Jason?
Jason?
I mean, you got some great back abs, Kai.
That was super
He's so full of shit. This is actually, have you seen this that people have said that I look like you? This is very exciting.
This is the first time I've seen
this.
This
is exciting for me.
But so I can, like with the ponytail in particular, I think you're just so much more proportionate than I am.
I think I might have a little more height on you. How tall are you?
You definitely have height. I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
You're taller.
I got 4 inches.
You have a much better skin tone. I also like the color of your eyes a lot better.
I will say this.
Smile. Better teeth. More character in your smile.
I think that this is the most flattered I've ever been to be compared to someone, and that I think...
Should we just compare our faces?
I think we should just start rolling with, like, we're siblings.
Yes. I
love
that.
How many siblings do you have?
1. Oh, my God. I fucking forgot. I forgot for a second.
You said it's a brother.
Well, I have a brother. It is a brother.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. I have a brother.
Is he older or younger?
He's older. His name is Taylor, and he is actually having his first baby in the next month.
What is it?
Oh. It's a girl.
I said it.
What is it? It is a girl.
It is a... I'm biased, but that's great. I truly believe that aunts, uncles, and grandparents have it the absolute best.
Yeah, because you can just give them back.
That's it. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Do
when
you
they're
have siblings?
smelly, when they scream. I have a sister. One sister who's older.
She
has 3 kids.
Okay, so yeah.
I get to live the aunt life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
But then you also have your own kids. So you're like,
yeah,
okay,
but
you take this back, I'm going to go get mine.
Yeah. It's great because I can be like, spoil. Yeah. And then when my kids are like, why you give it to them but not to us? I'm like,
because
I can.
It's their job to give it to you. Like,
because I can.
We don't cross hairs there.
That's it.
What's your favorite thing to spoil them?
I mean, they're still very young. So like a sweet treat's great.
Yeah.
Sweet treat works well.
Yeah.
I just lean into like
clothes.
You can, but like that's more of like a mom gift.
Yeah,
that's more a favor to mom.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm worried I'm going to be a little bit overbearing, and my sister Christy, she's going to be like, so you need to back off.
Does she have sisters?
She has a brother.
Oh,
and they're
perfect.
just, yeah.
Then you can tag in.
They're the best. It's amazing. I'm so excited. But
that's so nice.
It's easy for me to be
excited.
Do they live
near
it's
you?
Nerve-wracking. They live in Denver, so they're like 2 hours away.
Okay.
So pretty easy to get there.
After we're done, I'll tell you about what I pack up for a postpartum mom so that you can consider it, because I feel very strongly about this.
I would love some advice.
Great. Yeah. We're going to talk about it in our postpartum episode in March, so you got to wait until then. So Mikaela gets it first. Also, I would like to point out that you have your podcast, What's the Point? So you're very much in the podcast game. So if we look this much alike, according to the internet,
slightly much,
should we just swap spots?
Swap podcasts?
Yeah. Can I host What's the Point?
Okay, I don't know if this is a fair trade.
I feel like this is. I feel like I'm asking a lot.
No. Yes, you can. We've only done like 6 episodes so far.
Perfect.
It is. Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm like such a. Oh, what would you call somebody who has no idea what they're
doing? An unprofessional professional? Because that's me.
No,
this is perfect.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
but this is so cool to be here, because now that I've started to try, it's been like, woof. How do you know how to hosting conversations is hard.
It is.
And you do a really good job of it.
That's so kind of you. Queen Emma writes me a pretty good rundown that you can see I'm trying to be like, let me stay slightly on track.
Well, but it's like then you.
But also, I just want to talk to the people we have on.
Yeah,
I truly just want to talk to. I just want to pick their brains, and I want to learn from them, and I want to get to speak to them and know them better, and that really that helps.
Are you good at having conversations just like outside of this, like just in life? Are you social? Okay, because I'm not.
Queen Emma's giving me a thumbs up.
Yes, okay.
So I'm the type of person, like, in the moment, I would like when I start talking to people, I love it. I want to talk to them. I want to know about their things. I want to give them my undivided attention. I want to know their name, and I want to be able to say hi to them later.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I'm like,
that was really, okay. Like the ambivert or omnivert or whatever it is.
That is. Yeah. Yes.
Where it's like, love it, but it takes a lot of energy.
But also afterwards, I'm like, I need 3 days.
Yeah. So would you, like, if you're in like a hotel breakfast environment and there's people around, I mean, I guess kind of maybe what you've experienced here in Milan, but like there's people
yes.
Would you like choose to go strike up a conversation, or are you like just turn your head a little bit the other way?
A little of both.
Okay.
Would you turn your head?
Probably.
Mikaela's like,
maybe not with you, but I might like crawl under the table. No, it's just like having conversations and like
are hard.
It's hard.
I will tell you, part of this moment after having a conversation is the million things I'll be like, why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Like on a very regular basis, I will get out of a conversation and be like, what was I talking? Fuck? I do, like, all the time. Like, I will leave this and be like, who the fuck says that?
Who was that?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Wow.
And I'll think about it for, like, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
And it will pop up like 3 months from now. I'll be like, shit, I did say that. I can't help myself.
Do you have these, like, this has been happening right now where there's all these random quotes, and the quotes that people decide to use from you and any public statement you've ever made. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't remember. I don't think I said that.
Yes.
And there's some that are...
You blacked out and you're like,
yeah.
Are you sure I said that? Yeah. And then they roll the clip and you're
they
like,
use it, and it's like the most powerful quote you've ever said, and it's rolled for like 12 years, and it's this one little quote that I said. I don't even know. I'm like, I don't think that was actually me, guys.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This has been so much fun. And
thank you.
You have things to do. So you're also, but if you can squeeze it in, maybe if I come to do What's the Point?
Oh.
And some skiing.
We should do like a skiing What's the Point episode?
Oh, for sure.
Like a chair. Well, yeah. There's going to be something amazing. But then we have to figure out what the point is.
We will.
Okay.
Because we also like to fuck around and find out. And so you fuck around to find out
what the point is.
You get it.
Yep.
This seems like we're sisters.
I think
weird. This is perfect.
Mom?
Yep.
Did you do more work than we thought you did?
Perfect. This is great. Kindred Spirits, and you're going to host NGL.
So I was wondering, I don't want to like assume.
No, it's only fair.
I mean, okay.
I can't wait for this FAFO.
Yeah, fucking one.
I can't wait for this FAFO intro when Mikaela's like, "Hi, I'm Kylie Kelsey. We're here to fuck around on ski slope." This is perfect. We'll see how long we can keep this bit going, because up to this point, the only other person that I've been told I look like is Bo Allen, and I'm gonna leave that with you. You Google it later.
Oh no,
it's not good. Sorry, Bo. It's not good. It's a great compliment for Bo. But he also.
So what does that mean for me?
Well, it means that I feel that this is what I'm talking about. I feel very flattered. So
it is so flattering.
That's so thank you so much.
No. Oh my gosh.
They're everybody's favorite figure skating broadcasting duo, best friends, former Olympians, current Traitors cast members, and perhaps most importantly of all, fellow Philly area real ones.
Woo.
It's Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir. Tara and Johnny, welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
Oh my goodness.
You.
We are so excited to be here. And yes, all Philly.
It
fly,
feels very
fly.
right. It feels very homey. It feels good. I'm slightly embarrassed to admit it. I didn't realize we all had the Philly connection until a few days ago. You mentioned it when we ran into each other at breakfast that you were South Jersey.
Born in Philly, raised in South Jersey.
Yep. And I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, very rural. And I moved away for a long time, and I live now like about 30 minutes outside Philly, which is awesome.
Because
it's our area.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all my family is still there.
To be. Yeah. And you get dragged back to visit them, I'm assuming.
For holidays and all the things. Yep.
What is the best thing to say in the Philly accent?
Ooh.
Water.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the easiest way for people to get on board.
Yeah, water.
Especially if you spell it WOODER.
Right.
It's easy.
Trying to think what else is good.
There's just that whole Delco accent thing where even though I've lived pretty much among it for the majority of my life, sometimes I have to squint at people to hear them better. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes.
I'm like, what are you talking? Where are we now?
I do feel as though I'm deep in a Philly conversation the minute someone hits me with a use and they use it and they use it free flowing, right? Yep. If I ever say use, it feels really choppy, but when people say it and there's still a fluidity to their sentence, I'm like,
or the use guys.
Yes.
And young people are using John too now.
Yes, John is big. We have hoagie.
Hoagie, of course.
Or home is a big one. It's those O's hit hard. John. Some people say the Eagles.
The Eagles,
Yeah. I think that if you spell it phonetically, that it helps other people pronounce it in our way.
IGGLES.
You get it.
It feels comforting, though, for me. When I hear a Philly accent or South Jersey accent, I'm like, home. Home, sweet home.
Yep.
Yes. Because the South Jersey accent is nearly just as hard.
Yes.
Some slight variations, but not much.
A little bit, yeah.
But for our purposes, we have non-regional diction.
Yes. Beautiful speech. Now, something else we have in common, we both have a personal connection to Traitors. You guys are a little closer to it, but you guys are on the show this season and crushing it, by the way.
Thank you.
And my mother-in-law, Donna, was also in the cast. We were just discussing it before you guys came in. I still feel a little jaded, and our listeners have listened to me say this probably one too many times at this point, but I think that her being the secret traitor, she was already isolated because she wasn't involved in any other, she didn't have a connection to anybody there. And then when she got selected as secret traitor, I feel like it almost isolated her more. And that's the easiest people to pick off at the beginning.
Yes. And I think it's so hard to watch the show now, right?
Do you guys watch it?
Yeah, we watch it. We don't see the episodes.
We have to know what's coming. Yeah.
Oh,
we watch with everyone else.
That is so cool.
So when you're watching it, it's such a different experience than when you were actually there. But I mean, Donna and I, we had again, I am not a game player, a strategy. Like Johnny and I come from Olympic sports, so this was a completely different experience and such a wild ride. But I am pretty social, so I got in the castle and was like, this feels like summer camp. I can't wait to meet everyone. So Donna and I had a lot of talks about kids, and she was giving me all sorts of advice. And so I have some fond memories of that.
Yeah, I'm very socially awkward, so I'm not the best at making new friends.
That's why you compliment each other.
Yes. Where I'm weak, she is strong. But Donna did such a hard job on that show. And I have to say that like so many people were afraid to go after Donna because of Swiftyland. And it like that was the conversation among everyone that was not Donna. I know. So when we all figured it out and we were all there and ready to vote for her, everyone was scared. And that was the conversation. But she was such a trooper. And I think she did a really good job for the position that she was put in.
Yeah.
But the Traitors it's so hard. And watching it back is surreal because we lived it. We were there. And you go all in because those are the people that you look forward to seeing every day. You think everyone's your friend because you're otherwise pretty isolated just to keep the game on camera.
That was clearly my biggest issue with the show is like, I am friends with all of, like, I cannot do this. It really messes with your mind. And then also you don't see a lot of what's happening. The roundtables are hours.
Yeah.
I think it's a couple hours we're in there. So it's then condensed down into a few minutes of television. And it's so hard because then you miss out on, you really can see too where the table's going of people kind of giving each other eyes and like nodding of who they're going for. And then obviously that changes how everyone sort of reacts in that room. And it's just wild.
Well, it's like the greatest pressure cooker. And I'm so glad we got to experience it. But everyone talks about the Traitors having the advantage or the Faithfuls having an advantage. The viewers have the advantage.
Yeah.
They know everything.
Right.
So we're just kind of, for me, I felt like I was just blindly wandering through the castle for the most part.
Yes.
So it's fascinating for us to actually watch it and see the little things that maybe we should have gotten or could have gotten. And you always go back and look at the things where you could have done better.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
Now, you guys talked about sort of your unspoken connection.
Yes.
Was that helpful?
Oh, yes. We were talking all day long and really never spoke a word to each other. So we had that going on in the beginning. And then it was like 2 episodes ago that
you guys revealed that you guys
we came out.
Friends. Yeah, we came I love it. That is, I mean, the fact that you guys buried the lead on that was top tier. What was everyone's like? How did it feel to hold that back from everyone and then sort of like let everybody in?
Well, when we first went in and we didn't know if this plan was going to work, we thought we had to because, of course, alliances and duos, it doesn't really go over well in the castle. So we knew we'd get voted out very quickly because they'd want to separate us if we came in as we normally do, walking hand in hand, like down the hall. So our first strategy was just to really go hard in that we didn't know each other that well. Of course, we're figure skaters, but skated at different times. So I feel like a lot of the conversations when anyone would question us, I would be like, oh, yeah, I mean, I won when I was 15. He didn't even start skating yet. So I know of him, obviously, but we live on different coasts. Yeah, I've worked with him. We worked together a few times. Yeah, like we come in for events. So we just really played it like that.
Nonchalant.
Very chill.
Like
and I think it was a huge advantage, but we sat across from each other at the round table so we could do lots of like that eye stuff and like hand signals and things like that we would get that nobody else would pick up on. But I don't think either of us are those people that just assume everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
I think, it helps keep me sane anyway to think that I'm still just a normal person that goes about my life and there's no one that's watching me on TV or anything. And that's why I live in the country. But we never just assumed that any of the other players would know who we were. And luckily, no one really got it.
Yeah. So in the beginning, we had to, because the round table switches, like everyone goes in, you're going for this person, then it starts getting crazy. So we really, we'd go in with a name of who we were going for, and then it would change, and Johnny would be like,
like just looking in the direction of the person that it changed to.
Like,
like, that's where I'm going.
You're like, hey, you see what they put down? That's what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And then when we did decide to have our, quote unquote reveal, we thought we were really going out. So I feel like we thought, let's just
do it.
Do it.
Yep.
Nothing
Thelma
to lose.
and Louise.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, that's so good. Did you guys ever question whether or not one of you was a traitor?
Never.
We would know immediately.
Immediately.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And also we had a plan too. If one of us was a traitor, I think a lot of people, I'll see it every once in a while, they'll be like, oh, I'd love to see if one of them was a traitor, and then they had to turn
I wouldn't have. That would have made me so upset.
There's just no way. I mean, we would have protected each other till the end, and then whoever won, and we kind of would have won together.
Right? Yeah. Celebrate the other person who won.
If I was a traitor, I would do everything in my power that Johnny's name
wouldn't end up.
And probably if it did, I'd probably give myself up. I'd be like, well,
same.
I'm done.
Same. Had it been
we
flipped.
were talking about this in one of our car rides last night, and this is I was like, I think you just like, if you go in with your best friend, you have to just commit to almost like prioritizing their success.
Yes.
And then as long as they're successful, you're both successful.
Right.
I feel good about this.
And I think it shook a lot of
people. We're on the same page. Thank you, guys.
It shook a lot of people up because I think, I know that everyone went in there to play a game, and they were all in it as an individual. And we were there to play our game. So we were playing a slightly different version of the Traitors than everyone else. And while that's not the smartest gameplay, we've done remarkably well.
Yeah, honestly. Yes. And I mean, for me at this point in my life, I'm not into competition, like I'm just like
been there, done it.
I needed to be with my best friend in the castle, and it wasn't a me thing. It was an us thing. And we were just going to go down together.
That's so perfect. I can't wait to watch the end of this season. Bringing it back around to figure skating, I don't know if you guys saw this viral tweet. This is kind of the charm of Traitors. It says, work will have you in friend groups like that. And it is a photo of Martha Stewart, Snoop, and Ilya all together.
We met, I hadn't met Martha or Snoop before, so we were able to meet them at figure skating the other night, and it was very fun. Snoop just dances all the time, which, brings up the mood. And Martha was so sweet.
Just such a queen.
They're such a lovely pair.
Yeah, they are.
It's delightful. It's unexpected and I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's fun. And what I love about the Olympics overall, like as a movement, I mean, obviously we've lived our entire lives for the Olympics first as athletes and now as broadcasters, is that it has that special quality that's so rare in modern times to bring the world together and to bring people together. And it's so unifying that I think it's so special because it's the only thing that really does that in the world.
It honestly, I feel so privileged to get to come and be a spectator of the Olympics because there really is nothing like it. When you step into one of the stadiums, and even though countries are competing against each other, some people in the stands don't even have their country represented, or you're sitting next to someone whose country is competing against the US, and you're still sitting there sort of chit-chatting, sort of shooting the shit or poking fun, but you can cheer for the good storylines. You can cheer for like the people who are just absolutely crushing it. A great performance in figure skating. It doesn't matter the country. I was like, amazing.
Well, I think the greatest thing about the Olympics to me is everyone's personal journey. When I am up there commentating, I feel like I see this mini movie unfolding, and it's always starting with a little kid that is just like stepping on the ice or the mountain, whatever it is, of I want to become an Olympian one day, and just having this big dream as a little one. And then, everyone around you, parents, family, coaches, every single day sacrificing and working and training. And there's just something about decades of work like that and a team behind you and your family. And then they have this moment to shine. And whether it goes perfectly or not, I have goosebumps every time. It's the best thing about the Olympics. It's so heartwarming.
Well, the cool thing is that now you guys get to be a part of that storytelling, that you guys get to sort of not only help people understand what they're watching, but then also make sure that they understand the gravity of the situation for this particular competitor.
Well, yeah, and every competitor is different. You know, obviously you're always thinking of a medal and Team USA and the podium, but for me, it's the moments and the performances where it isn't about that. And the skater just skated the best program of their life, and they're touching Olympic ice and kissing it and crying and, you know, joy, you know, just joy and tears. And for me, it's knowing what that particular skater went through to get to this moment, to even just step on Olympic ice.
And it's a huge responsibility for us that we take very seriously in telling the stories of all of the athletes that we talk about, because these niche sports that are in the Olympics, they don't have a game every weekend where they can say their piece. They don't have the opportunities that a lot of the big sports around the world have. So this is their one opportunity for the world to see them and root for them. So as their voices, as it were, it's really important for us to know the facts, to know the stories, and to be able to deliver them in a way that we're not talking over an entire performance. And it's something that we cherish, that position to be able to be a voice for people.
Well, it's also, it's cool in telling those stories. And like you said, those moments where people are competing, not necessarily going to place or medal, or I think Amber is a great example of that. Her execution last night was insane. And to know what happened in the short program,
Yes.
Short,
well, you got it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. But in short program, there were some speed bumps.
Yep.
And last night was flawless.
Yeah.
And to score so high, obviously with such a large deficit ahead of the free skate last night, but she still came out there and said, I'm not going to lay down and pretend like I'm just letting the buzzards pick me, right? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight my ass off.
Yeah.
And she did.
She did. She was so brilliant. I mean, she was one of two skaters in the entire event trying a triple axel, and it was the best triple axel I've ever seen. And just knowing that she had that disappointment in the short program, and then to come back and block out all the noise, and not only for Team USA, but I mean, like you said, she was at the top of the leaderboard for so long because of what she laid down, but also just her journey to get here. She is the definition of perseverance. So this story for me was, she did it for herself. She was out there skating the Olympic program of a lifetime, and I had chills. I couldn't have been happier for her.
The fist bump at the end was like the fist pump was so fulfilling. It felt like she like let us all into like that moment of like, yes.
Yeah.
It was so, oh God, it was so good. Jason and I were lucky enough to go to the women's short program figure skating the other night, and we watched, then we got to watch Alysa last night on TV, but still very exciting. Forgive me for this basic question, but what makes Alysa so fucking good?
I think the fact that she's put down all of the pressure that most athletes feel. And it's a rare talent that she has to be able to do that. And it's something that I don't even completely understand. She is so herself on the ice, and her performances are for her and to display her art to the world. And that's a really rare mindset for a figure skater, because our whole lives are judged, and everything we've ever done on the giant ice cube that we live on is judged, and there are strangers that are in charge of your entire future. They tell you if you're good enough or not, and it's a really hard place to be, because you want to be yourself, but at the same time you want to please judges so that you win the medals and have the glory and all of that stuff. And somehow she has just put it all down. And I absolutely love that about her performances, because it just makes you feel like you're part of her world, and she's not going to curve for anyone.
Yeah, that's what I love. There's no filter. She is doing it the way she wants to do it. And watching her skate last night, you know, the joy and the smile, it was one of the best Olympic gold medal skates I've ever seen.
I will say we watched a decent amount of figure skating the other night at a short program. And again, as being a winter sport dumb person, bear with me on this, but I really felt like after watching so many people who were so technically sound, it seemed, but almost like crisp in a technical way. To watch Alysa and the fluidity that she has and the way that it's almost like you can feel that she's being artistic with her performance. It is such a pleasure to watch. Like, it really looks like she is enjoying herself while she's performing.
She's 100% enjoying herself. And that's really hard. When you get to an Olympic Games, you have 4 minutes to prove yourself, and it could change the trajectory of your life. So there's a lot of pressure there. So to be able to put that aside and remember why you love what you do and then show it to an audience, that is a special talent. And that's what she delivers so well. And she is just so authentically herself. So I feel like that's why she had an advantage over everyone else there, to be able to go out there and skate like there wasn't pressure and have that freedom, because that's what an Olympic skate is.
Now, you mentioned the 4-year gap between Olympics, and I think it's so important to acknowledge that, because it really is, especially if you're winter sports on like me, you watch it and you're so invested while the Olympics are happening. How can we bridge that gap? How can we bridge that 4-year gap and scratch the itch of making sure that we can still tune in to figure skating, that we're still clued into what our athletes for the US are doing and how they're faring in competition? Where do we get that?
Well, I mean, I think that's our whole goal when we're commentating, especially at an Olympic Games, is to attract new viewers, people that may have never watched figure skating before, and introduce them to these incredible personalities that then they can, become fans of and follow their careers, because it doesn't end after the Olympics are over. There's a World Championships in a month, that all of these skaters are going to. And then next year they're on the Grand Prix circuit. And Johnny and I actually commentate every single weekend during our season. It's just up against football and sports like that.
Football.
Freaking football.
Yep. But
so we can tune in to these events.
Yes.
And we should.
Yes, you should.
Because now we're invested in these athletes, and Tara and Johnny are going to tell us about them more.
Yes.
And you're going to teach us about what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we just need to tune into these broadcasts. Yes. You said in a month we have World Cup.
We have the World Championships in a month.
Okay.
And then in the end of September, beginning of October, starts our skating season all the way through March. So every single year, we commentate all those events on NBC.
October to March. It's not every single weekend through the fall and winter, but you can follow us on social media. You can follow the skaters that you love the most from here.
Perfect.
And we always keep everyone updated with what we're doing. But our season is the same every year. The Olympics is the special event that comes up every 4 years for us.
That's such good intel. Thank you so much for that. I will be tuning in, because you never know. Sometimes football season ends unexpectedly.
Right.
Oh.
You might need something to do.
Right.
Or sometimes there's Thursday or Monday games.
Right.
And then you have your weekend free.
Yes. Tune into figure skating.
Wow.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do you only watch the Eagles?
And the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs.
Forgot about that one.
Oh, and Monday Night Football.
Great. Yes. Monday Night Football. Yes.
Yes, Monday Night Football. And that's a wrap on our Not Gonna Lie Winter Olympics extravaganza. I hope you loved watching it as much as we all loved making it. And really this entire experience. You'll be able to find even more clips from my longer conversations with Layla, Breezy, Mikaela, Tara, and Johnny on my YouTube channel on More Shit Monday. I'll be back this upcoming Thursday with a brand new episode. You're not gonna believe who agreed to do the show this week, because I still can't believe it. Follow us on social media at NGL with Kylie for clips throughout the week. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Not Gonna Lie is a Wave original. Thanks again to our partners at YouTube and NBC. And of course, thanks to the real ones for tuning in.